All right, hello all you night readers. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. I hope you're all doing okay, that's for sure. Definitely want to make sure of that, right? All right, let me slide myself in here a little bit and get closer. There. Now we feel much closer, don't we? Do you feel closer? I do too. All right, let me get you guys in the picture here. There you are. So, our theme for the next 24 hours is... What does that say? It says... Oh, beauty. Okay. It says beauty. So for all of you out there, just remember not only your outer beauty, but your inner beauty as well. Just remember, you are all beautiful people. That is for sure. And that is our theme for the next 24 hours. Remember that. You guys are all beautiful people. No matter what you think, no matter what people say, doesn't matter. At least I personally believe you guys are all beautiful people. So, all right, we start off. Yvonne, how are you? It's wonderful to have you here. I know it is just about 11 o'clock Ireland time. 11 o'clock at night, that's late. But I'll be up at 11 o'clock here, so. I know. All right, give him a good shuffle here. Could you have a reading, please? Absolutely, you could. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Lenormand night. Lenormand will be, all the readings we do tomorrow night will be Lenormand readings. And don't forget, like I said, the more specific you are with the questions tomorrow, the clearer the answer you will get. Oh, Yvonne. Oh, my. All right, so, yeah, you did it again, right? You hit the 10. Somebody hit the 10 jackpot yesterday. 10, 10, 10. It was like a 3 of a kind. Today, you have a pair of 10s. You've got, and it's the pair that I don't like, the swords and the wands. So the swords, of course, is hurt and loss, right? You feel like you've been hurt by somebody and you feel like you really want to just move on. You need to just move on from them. And whatever it was that they had been doing to you made you feel like you had so much of a burden on you, right? You were carrying so much baggage for a long time. You can see where, you know, really winds around that road. So you were carrying all this baggage with you. It's time to let go. It is time to let go, right? I definitely believe that. I think, you know, I think things are great with you and your partner. I think the two of you are doing wonderfully, and I think it just continues to get better all the time. I really do. The Queen of Pentacles says that, you know, you are very organized. You're very secure, right? You like to have your freedom, though. You want to have a bit of your own freedom. You plan, you organize things, but you like to have some freedom as well. But whatever it is, right, that's working on you, whatever it is that's worked you over to give you this burden and to make you walk away, is telling you walk away here too. And just don't look back. Don't go back. right? That Eight of Cups says the emotions are so difficult that you need to just leave it there and walk away. And that's exactly what you should do. You've got two cards that tell you that, right? Start over, move on. Move on. That would be the theme right here and here. Move on without the baggage. Start enjoying your life again. You know, start planning for better times. Start planning for new things. Walk away. Move on. All right? So that's what I get for you, Yvonne. That is what I got. Not bad, right? Not so bad. Tony Roxy, how are you? Not too shabby. A general love reading. Hey CM, how are you feeling? CM, how are you feeling? Yeah, I know you had some. I know. I just know. And I was wondering. I had been thinking about you. And I hadn't done a reading on it. But I know what's happening, and I know you're probably not feeling the best. All right, a general love reading for Tony Roxy. Tony Roxy, don't forget the next 24 hours, you guys, focus on your beauty. It doesn't have to be, you know, I'm sure you all have outer beauty, but remember that inner beauty as well. Right? When you're yelling at some telemarketer on the phone, think about that inner beauty. Right? Keep that in mind. Well, this guy might not see it, but I am beautiful inside and out. So, yeah. How you doing, Kayla? How you doing, Tarot Magician? Sailor Moon, welcome, welcome, welcome. MPT, it's good to have you. It is good to have you. Beautiful Aries, Stacy Miles, TJ, Mary M, Valentina. Thank you all for being here. All right, so here's your love reading, Tony Roxy. I know. I think things are a little bit on the up and down, right? Right now, things are kind of up and down. You feeling that? I think things are moving quickly. I think the past is moving quickly, right? You've got somebody who really was kind of sneaky, kind of, you know, flying under the radar, didn't want to be seen doing different things. And I think they have moved away, and I think you got over them pretty quickly. I think you moved on. All right. You know, I feel like you've become emotionally detached from them already. They weren't that big of a deal. You know, you're very brave, you're very resistant, so you don't have to, you know, that's kind of gone. But I think you're going to find somebody who does work well with you as a team, as a teammate, as a team member, right? They are going to be part of your team, Team Tony Roxy. And I think that's going to be good. I think, you know, working together and cooperating is the beginnings and the basis of a nice relationship. The High Priestess is telling me, you know, remember to be patient, right? You have to be a little understanding, but use your intuition and you'll know right when things are going on. When things are coming to you, you'll feel it, right? You have that intuition, you have that feeling in the inside, you know, in the pit of your stomach kind of thing. You get that feeling, you get that whole thing going, and use your intuition because it's going to help you. It's going to tell you exactly when that new person is coming along. And like I said, I think that new person is going to be somebody you're friends with, you know, somebody you can be friends with, somebody you can be, that you can be a team with. And that's what you really want in a relationship, I think, personally. Personally, I think teamwork makes the dream work in a relationship for sure. All right, Valentina. Can you please tell me, what are Carlo's feelings and intentions toward me? We're going to see each other this next couple of days, and you've been apart for months. All right. I hope this is good. I hope this is good for you, Valentina. I really do. I hope I get some good cards. I'm thinking hard. Thinking hard about good cards. What good cards should be coming out. That's what I think about. When I put cards out and stuff, even if I'm talking, I'm still thinking about it. Because, yeah, my mind's got 100 million things going on at once. And, yeah. I used to talk and write at the same time, which is a very difficult thing, I found out. Somebody told me, how do you do that? Years and years and years after I had been doing it. Very strange. All right, so I believe that Carlo's feelings are that he wants you to feel stable, right? He wants you to know that he is there for you. He wants to make you feel very secure in this relationship. He wants you to have, to feel like this relationship is very successful, right? Very, very successful, that you have all the support you need. He's going to give you all the support that you would need, and other people are going to give you support as well. So I do think that, that part of it looks really good. I think there's so many things that you're going to want to do over the next couple of days, since you've been apart for months. You've only got a few days together, and there's going to be so many different things that you want to do that's going to be difficult to decide which ones you want to do. What do you really want to do? Well, I don't know. We got a lot of things to choose from here. But remember, the Knight of Wands says you're very excited. He's very excited. He's ready and raring to go, right? He's the adventurous kind of person. He is on the move, and that move is heading towards you. The Hierophant is telling me, remember to... It's funny because... All right, maybe I won't say it. Never mind. So remember your traditions. Remember that, remember everything that you've learned in the past. You are a smart person. Make smart choices, right? And, I know there may be some rules that you guys like to break. You might want to break here or there just to have a good time. But, think about it first. Definitely think about it first. You're smart. Use that knowledge that you have to not get yourself in too much trouble. But have a good time, right? So, the Hierophant, he's killing me. He's killing me. Oh my. I'm sorry. The voice in my head just told me something very funny. And I can't share it. All right, I'll share it. So the Hierophant also means protection, right? To be protected from things. So since you only have a few days and you haven't seen each other in months, remember the Hierophant says protection. Just keep that in mind. keep that in mind. All right, Valentina. Yeah, keep it in mind. I think things are going to be okay, though. I think they're going to work out just fine for you. Oh, gosh. Oof. I'm having a hot flash now. I just want you all to know. Mary, what is his recent energy? Not towards me overall. Just his recent energy. Just how he is feeling in life in general. He's feeling like he is in control of things. He feels like he's really in control of everything that is going on. He thinks that he can, he can win no matter what. No matter what he has to do, he's going to be the winner. And I think that energy kind of stops. I think something happens and that energy completely stops, right? And then it moves into something else. It moves into a much quieter person. It moves into, being isolated, feeling like, or feeling like you should be reflecting on the past. And I think that's what I think he realizes that. I think that's the energy he's realizing. He's kind of struggling with that. I see that struggle right within. I feel like a struggle within on this one, for sure. I definitely think so. I think he's struggling between, being in charge, winning at all costs, and then being isolated. Which one, where does he want to be? Well, he doesn't really get a choice because death kind of stops one. Death kind of stops this one and changes it over to this. And that's a struggle for him. But in the end, I really think his energy is going to end up being, that he is happy. He wants to have some fun. He just wants to, have a get together. He wants to have some kind of celebration. Something's coming up that he wants to celebrate. And I think that's, I really do think that's how things are going for him. All right. So that's his recent energy. And that's his energies not regarding you, just regarding life in general. Right, Lisa Farrell? How are you? Lisa Farrell, how are you? Can you have a reading, please? You can have a reading. You can. All right. All right, let's see what we get. Let us see what we get for you, Lisa Farrell. Ooh. I see movement all over the place. Here, right? I think something is going on that you are just trying, again, kind of like I told Yvonne, something that you're just trying to get away from as quickly as you possibly can. Something is going on that you guys want to get away from, both of you. Most likely it's the same thing. Most likely, I would say it's the same thing. I think there's a lot of decisions to make. I think you have to think about things really hard and, and choose the best course, because there's a lot of courses to choose from. I do see where there's some new potential, some new energy coming in, but this whole problem with the moving on and getting away fast thing is definitely something, Lisa, that keeps you up at night. It's something that's been bothering you for a while. It's something that really causes you to not sleep well, kind of have bad dreams, kind of have dreams that are, that just seem so real, but they're not. Once you wake up, of course, you realize it's not real, but yeah, I think that's what's going on. But you are looking to get away from this situation in a hurry, right? Yvonne's thing was move on, right? Her theme was move on. Yours is get away in a hurry. Make a quick getaway. So, yeah, I think whatever the situation is, I think it's both of you that are in on it. And I think Yvonne is moving away slower than you are. I think you've been over the situation for a while, much longer than Yvonne has. If that makes sense to you. Hey TJ, how are you? How are you doing? All right, let's see what we get for you here. Can I have a reading, please? Of course. Let's see. All right. Do I say that before every single reading? All right. Okay, here we go. So, I see sadness, right? I see sadness here. Really clearly sadness. I think, and I see, I see mourning, right? You get mourning out of the moon card. Out of the moon, there is mourning, and I think that is still mourning the loss of your grandfather. I still believe, that is the case, and I can understand that being the case. So, there's nothing wrong about that. You take as long as you need, right? That's all you can do. You just take what you need. You do what you can. I think you are very smart. I think you are really having to think on your feet recently, right? I think you've had to be extremely decisive recently. I would be willing to say right now you are probably just being extremely honest with people. You really are. You're being extremely honest with people who you have close relationships with, people who are, who will share emotions with you. I think that's what is going on in your life right now. And again, one more time, I'm going to tell you, there's somebody being sneaky. A lot of times, this is the Four of Pentacles, of course, and sometimes it means saving money. Sometimes it means hoarding or sometimes it's generous and sometimes it's selfish. But in this deck, in the Anna K deck, this person looks like they're being very sneaky, right? And that's what I really see. I think somebody in your life right now, and I think that's kind of why you are looking for the truth in people that are near you, because somebody near you is also being very, very sneaky, and that is the reason for your sadness, not for your mourning. Your mourning is for your grandfather, but the sadness is because somebody's being sneaky. All right, TJ, that's what I think. That is what I see. Stacy Miles, can I get a general reading, please? Yes, you can. All right. You guys know if I look at the bottom of the chat, all your chats from the top are going to go away. So I have no idea what you're saying to me at the bottom yet. I don't know if there's questions down there. I don't know any of it. If anybody wants to repost a few some of their questions down near the bottom, then I can see what's going on. Because this chat's going to go away very quickly. I know it. Nope, Sailor Moon, no revival deck today. Tomorrow. Lenormand, tomorrow. It's only a day away. Tomorrow's Lenormand Day. Every Wednesday will be Lenormand Wednesday. It is going to be. All right, Stacy, can I get a general reading, please? Yeah, sure. So, generally, you are emotionally in tune with things, right? You can kind of see that in him, right? He feels very in tune with where he is. He's sitting, he's got his eyes closed, he's got a bit of a glow around him, right? So he's feeling the emotions. He's got his hand in the water. He's kind of sitting in the water a little bit. He's very emotionally, he's very attached to his emotions. And that's you, I'm thinking. You are very attached to your emotions. But I see something has gone on. Something's been going on. And the reason you're so emotional is because there's been a problem, right? There has been some type of a breakup or hurt or loss. And that's caused you to put up your walls. It's caused you to be very defiant, right? She's given us the side eye. I've said it before. She gives us the side eye. It's very, very subtle, but she's giving it to us. She doesn't care. I think somebody has had some type of I think somebody feels like they have to compete with you, or you have to compete with them. To do something, to get better or to get ahead. I think there's like some type of competition between you and someone. And I think it's probably someone you work with, because you do work with a team of people. You work with a group of people, and somebody in that group is very competitive with you. And if you start getting ahead, they want to make sure they're getting ahead too. So that's what I see for you for your general reading, Stacy. All right. Thank you. Beautiful Aries, will I get engaged this year? Will you get engaged this year? Okay. Will I get engaged this year? All right. So, I think that there's a lack of communication, or a communication gap, right? There's that communication gap. You're not quite getting the message that is supposed to be coming to you. You know, you're waiting for something. You're waiting for a message. You're waiting to hear if there's an engagement on the horizon, right? You're waiting to hear if somebody's going to ask you, hey, will you marry me, right? That's what you're waiting for. But I think there's something that's blocking it. I think there's a reason that you're not quite getting it. And I think that's a burden to you. I think that really weighs heavily. It weighs heavily on you all the time. Now, I do see happiness, and I do see where things that you have worked on, you know, that you started small is starting to get bigger. So if that's the relationship, then things are going to get better. you know, you will get that message through because it looks like things are happy. It looks like things are much happier. Things turn very happy, very bright and sunny and warm, right? And the little things that you started, the relationship, right, when it was new, is now sprouted into something big, into a big relationship. And I think it moves from just the from the relationship mode that you're in now to something else. And what does it move into? Well, then maybe that's the engagement. Maybe that is engagement, because it definitely stops being the type of relationship it is now and moves on to another form of relationship. And I would say that would probably be your engagement. So that's what I see. That is what I see for you. All right, Lorraine Farrell. Lorraine Farrell always tells me it's Lorraine Farrell in the question. Lorraine Farrell, can I have a general reading? Sure you can. Alright, so how's everybody down there at the bottom of the chat? I haven't got to you yet. I haven't even looked. I want to do this one. I got to do Sailor Moon, and then I'm going to the bottom of the chat. And if anybody's question gets dropped off from the top, I just can't help it, because it's not my fault. I don't do it. It just automatically goes away after a certain number of chats at the top. It cuts them off. All right, Lorraine, I see that you have some type of new potential is coming your way, right? It's going to end up being very clear to you what this potential is, and you're going to be very happy about it. It is going to take, whatever it is, it's going to take a long time for you to do. It's going to be something that takes you a long time to do. I think you are, happy. I think you're emotional. You're a very emotional person. I think you enjoy being successful. I think with the Queen of Cups, you're the person who could be a very good spouse to someone. I see that, definitely. But there's something you have to leave behind. There's something, again, you also, just like your sisters, my goodness, just like Yvonne and Lisa, you have to walk away from something. I think something is going on with all you Farrell sisters. I really do. Because every one of you has gotten, move on. You got the 8 of Cups. Yvonne got the 8 of Cups. Lisa got the 8 of Wands, which is movement and speed. Right? You guys all got some kind of moving away kind of thing. It just was Lisa's is much faster than the two of you. You guys aren't really, you're kind of taking it slowly, right? You're taking a slow move to move on. So think about that. You're smart, right? You know what it is. Use that smarts. Right? Even if it feels like you're being a bit judgmental. If you're being a bit judgy, I would be willing to say that that's all right. Because something in your life you have to walk away from. Not look back. And again, Lorraine, Yvonne, Lisa, I think you guys all will have to know what it is that I'm talking about. Because that's all I can tell you. All right, so can I get some clues about my romantic soulmate? But not from the Lenormand deck. But you can. All right, I'm going to the bottom of the chat now. Yeah, and there you all went. Beautiful. Harry says he's been bringing marriage up, but it's still questionable. All right, well, that's all right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Kylie Cortez. TJ says, honesty is the best policy. When you tell the truth, you don't have anything to fear. That is very true. That is true, TJ. Anna K in the sneaky 4 of Pentacles. Right, my MPT? Absolutely. All right. Wait, this looks familiar, huh? So, clues about your romantic soulmate. I think it's really bothering you. You got the 9s, right? You got a pair of 9s. King high. Yeah, you got a pair of 9s. You've got the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. And usually the Wands and the Swords kind of go together as opposition type cards, right? The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords are hurt and loss and burdens, right? And the 9 of Wands is defiance and putting up your walls and being very sensitive about things. And the 9 of Swords is all about, having nightmares and sleepless nights and anxiety, and your mind is like racing all the time. I know that feeling. Yeah, so I think that's what's going on with you right now. I really don't think that there's a... Yeah, I think you're concerned about having a soulmate right now because you don't have one. I think things are kind of on the downslope. On the downslope with slope. There it is. With a relationship. I don't think you are in one right now, but when you do become in one, I think it's going to be very energetic. I think it's going to be very... I think you guys are going to be friends first. I think it's somebody you're friends with first. And that person is going to be very charismatic, and then you're going to fall for them, right? And then they're going to be very, they're going to be a very passionate person, you'll find. And things will come unexpectedly. Things will come unexpectedly. And I believe, that there is just, it's time for that change, right? Time for a very sudden change to come along. Time to clean out the past and move forward, right? Move on, because it's time for a cleansing. It's time, that chaos. Something good's going to come out of the chaos. And that's what I see, Sailor Moon. So, bring me your Lenormand question tomorrow night. I'm not sure how many people we'll have tomorrow night for Lenormand night, because I'm not sure how many people actually enjoyed it when I did it the other night, and I don't know how many people actually know what it is either. So Lenormand is another type of cartomancy. For those of you who were not here, I think it was Saturday night when I did this, right? It's a different type of cartomancy. The cards are very different. They have names on them, but for these cards, you don't look into the picture. Like, you look into, where's a good one? You look into this picture and, you notice the walls. You notice the defiance. I noticed, like I said, the side eye kind of thing, right? These are all parts of that card. In this card, it's called the Child, and that's what it is. It means child. It means something young. It does not have anything to do with her carrying this tree branch. It doesn't have anything to do with the way she's looking or anything like that, or that she's on a path or not on a path. It has nothing to do with that, right? The garden has nothing to do with, it's got a fountain and it's got beautiful flowers. Nothing. It has to do with one thing and one thing only. And that's how Lenormand goes. It's very specific, and like I said, the more specific your questions are, the more the clearer the answers will be for you. So, yep, that's what we got. Yeah, Kayla says, hi, CM. We've missed you. We have missed you. You know who else we've missed? Kitty Cat. You know who else we've missed? Pinky Lee. If anybody knows how to get in touch with them, I guess now, I mean, it's been over a week. I haven't seen these guys, and they're moderators here, so they're usually here almost every single night. Yvonne says, thank you so much. Made a fool of by people, but not anymore, especially when you're doing good and then they tell lies about you. So it's time to walk away and shine. Show them your inner beauty. Show them all your beauty, Yvonne. Inner and outer. All of it. Use it all. Hey, Nikki. It's good to have you. It's very, very good to have you here. Someone told me that someone put some negative energy on my relationship. Uh-oh. Hoodoo put the voodoo on YouTube? Is that how that worked? All right, let's see. Let's see if someone's put a spell on you. I put a spell on you. All right. All right. So here's what I see. Here is what I see about your relationship. And I don't really see anything terrible. You know, what kind of negative energy do you think they put on there? Because I'm not really seeing it, Nikki. Oh, that's okay, CM. I know you've been at work and stuff like that, and that's okay. I'm not saying that. We're glad you're here. And like I said, I just want to make sure you're okay. Just want to make sure you're doing all right. So, Nikki, you got your guy right there in the front. He's right there in the front. Right? Prince Charming. Knight in shining armor. Carrying flowers with him coming up to your door. Can't have anything wrong with that, can you? That is not wrong. If that is wrong, I do not want to be right. So I don't see any negative energy there. I still see your boyfriend coming to you. What do I see with the King of Swords? I see that he is... I think he's powerful. I think he has power. Again, not like, okay, he can shoot lightning out of his fingers or some crazy power like that. But I think he just has a power that is inside, a soft power. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does to me. I think he is, you know, he's kind of commanding when he comes in the room. When he comes in the room, I think he takes, people are like, oh, okay, they take notice of him right away. Does that make sense? I think he's very disciplined about the things he does and the things he says. So I really think that inner power would not let a negative energy come between the two of you. I don't think so. Again, I do see, though, that there is a message that's trying to get to you, and it's just not getting there. Now, this is actually the Eight of Wands, Eight of Rods, which is that movement and speed, right, that we saw before in the Light Seers Tarot, where it's all the wands moving in one direction. It's like real red, right? And it's all the wands moving in one direction. But you don't see that kind of movement here. You don't see that kind of speed in this card. You see a communication gap. So I think you guys just need to talk about something. There's something you need to talk about, but it's not, again, it's not a negative energy that's there. I think the high priestess really is telling you, yeah, you think there's a mystery going on, but use your intuition. Right? All those moons are very mysterious, but use your intuition. Use your gut feeling. Do you really think that there's somebody put some kind of crazy voodoo on you to do bad things? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the two of you are in sync with each other. I think you got your emotions on the same page, and I think that's exactly, I think that's a good thing, and I don't see anything bad with that, right? I'll crush your head. I'll crush your head. Yeah. Anyhow. So that's what I see for you, Nikki. No, I don't see anything bad. I really saw nothing bad in that. Yeah, you said you just didn't believe it, to be honest. You just wanted to make sure. Your guy is soft on the inside, hard on the outside, and he is a boss. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Way to go, Nikki. Way to go. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, there's nothing going on there, though. Nothing. No kind of hokey pokey. Well, maybe the hokey pokey if you turn yourself about. All right, let's see. CM, who's not very subtle? Me? I see, not very subtle there. Is that me that's not very subtle? I was just concerned about how you're doing, that's all. Subtle or not subtle, if that's me. Nobody ever said I beat around the bush. All right. So, will you get pregnant this year and one baby or two? Wow. Yes, one. Yes, one. How do you like that? That's my answer. That's my answer. Oh, I guess you probably want an explanation, huh? I don't know. The Six of Cups tells me that you are very kind, right? You're very sharing, but you like to, you like to think back to when you were a child, and that's what makes you kind of, want to have children. It's because you want to have, you want to raise them in a nice way, hopefully like you were raised. And if you weren't raised well, I'm sorry to say, then you want to raise them in a very different way, so that it's not the way you were raised. But I think it all harkens back to, looking back on your life, looking back to when you were a child. The Page of Wands, somebody very active, you're very adventurous. Sometimes you're a little immature, but you're brave. You are brave. She's got to be brave, right? Throwing wands in the air like that is craziness. I do see that. And let me tell you, to have children nowadays with coronavirus and all that stuff going on, you gotta be kind of brave. Definitely. Again, I see that whole idea of being very smart, being very disciplined. I see a lot of structure in your life, and I think that's, something that you will share. I think you are a bit emotionally fragile at times, and that being pregnant is not going to make that any better. No, it won't. But I think you like to read. I think you like to study things. I think you like to learn new things, right? But I don't think you like to change. I don't think you like change at all. I think you would rather everything just stays the same and you have a baby. And that's it. So my answer, yes, one child, one baby, came right there. All right? One seed is planted. Say no more. Drop the mic. Walk away. That's what I got. That is what I get. Esther, read all about it. I want to know if today or tomorrow I will have the appointment I expect. You know? Will you have the appointment you expect over the next 2 days? Today or tomorrow? Today or tomorrow? Today's almost over if you're here. But if you're like in Australia or something, then it's just starting. All right, let's see what we get for you. Will you have an appointment? The appointment you expect to have. I think you're very optimistic that you're going to have it. I think you really feel like it's going to happen, right? I think there's, whatever the appointment is about, I think you feel like, you know, you're going to just jump right into that appointment. It's going to happen. It's going to be, it's going to show you some potential to things that are going on. You'll feel some potential to go along with it. Now, the Seven of Swords is telling me that, you know, something could be going on behind your back with this whole appointment. Maybe the appointment is being pushed back, right? It could be pushed back because it's behind you. Something behind you, you know, maybe the appointment is being pushed back by some time. And again, by time, right? I see some time here. According to this, it's 2:45. 2:45, right? 2:45. We had somebody else who told me they were having nightmares. I said, well, see if you wake up every night at 2:45. I use this deck. I got that card. I said, see if you wake up at 2:45 every night. And they told me, yes, between 2:30 and 3 o'clock every single night. That's when they wake up from these nightmares. But I think you just need to look at things in a positive way. Look at things in a positive way. Don't feel like you're tied down to things. Don't feel like you are stuck in a situation that you don't want to be stuck in, right? When you go to this appointment. I just think, again, you just don't want things to change. You want them to stay the same. You don't want things to be any different than, you know, when you go in as to when you come out. So I really think that will be the case. And, you know, I think you may be a little emotional at the end of the appointment, but I don't think things are going to change. I don't think you want things to change. That's for sure. All right. So that's what I get for you. That is what I get for you, Esther. All right. All right, let me see here. Let me see what's going on. I put you up there, I hootie. And now... Kayla says she's got to go help her 11-year-old make cookies. things could be going bad. Hey, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Wynn, nice to see you. All right, let's see what we got here. I am just reading really quickly. Hey, Lily 2911, it's good to see you. Welcome from over at the MPT show. Very nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, Nikki, that was a very good reading, and see, it confirms good things for you. That's what you like. We like good things being confirmed. So, what can you expect, Ahudi, if you collaborate with SM? What can you expect? You can expect a very happy time. Very, very happy. Look at all the yellow, right? Look at all that yellow. Look at all that sunshine and happiness all around. Every card's got some yellow in it, right? It shows me happiness all over. That's a very good theme to have throughout the whole reading, right? So I got lots of pentacles here at the end. So maybe you should expect a little bit of money. Maybe. I don't know who SM is, and I'm not sure what kind of collaboration you're doing with this person, but I think it's going to be a bit slower than you expect it to be, right? Things are going to be slower. Things may not be, things may not gel right off the bat, right? Things may not go exactly the way you thought they were going to go in the very beginning. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, I just read that. Yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, things may not be super smooth for the first few minutes of your collaboration, but I think things are going to go okay. I think there's going to be an inner peace. I think you're going to be happy. I think you're going to feel good about it, right? I really see some feeling good, and I also see, you know, where you're very excited about doing this. You know, you're ready to go. A matter of fact, you're almost to a point where you're impatient for it to happen. And I think, you know, that feeling of having this adventure and doing this collaboration, I think the whole impatient part might be a little immature, but not a big deal. Not a big deal, right? But I think you're really looking forward to it, right? Get it? Looking forward. But if you look, right? Looking forward, looking forward, looking forward, looking forward. I think you'll have a lot of support, by the way. You see all the people here. I think there's going to be a lot of support for you. So that's what I see. That's what I get for you. I hope your collaboration with SM is good. I hope it goes really well. And I hope that, I hope whatever it is works out for you. Oh, CM, that's funny. All right. Duh. I didn't even think, yeah. Yeah, not very subtle when I mentioned about the Hierophant talking about protection. Got it. Yeah, no, you're right. You are correct. Jackie Wynn says, can I have a love reading? Can you have a love reading? Sure you can. Let me see what else I got here down a little bit. No, I didn't see anything either. SEM, you're good. You are always good. Comments are always deleted after you get like a certain amount of them at the top of the list. They get deleted so that there's room. The program can only hold a certain amount of comments, and since we do Facebook and YouTube, it goes a lot faster because there's so many more people between two platforms than there is just with one. I mean, we had 20 something people in here before. All right. So let's see what we get for you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Wynn. I see a real new start for you, right? Some new potential, some new adventures coming your way, right? And that's a change for you. That's a change from what you're used to. I think you are, I think that's very telling of how things are going for you right now. I think, I think you and a loved one, someone you're in a relationship have kind of made sure that somebody stays away from you. Somebody who who could hurt your relationship. The two of you are making sure that person stays away from you. I definitely think so. I definitely think, and they can't go back. They can't turn around. They can't go back. There is no going back because all those cups are in the way. So I see them leaving. I see them taking off in a hurry, which is a good thing. That's a really good thing. The moon is telling me there's some kind of mystery, right? There's illusions and mystery in this relationship that you're in or that you want to be in, with the person that you're looking at. I really think so. I think there's, I think something down in your subconscious is telling you, ooh, this is very mysterious, right? But remember, this could be a little bit of fear. You could be a little bit afraid of starting over. Sometimes it can mean that the person is a bit deceptive. So keep that in mind. But that's what I see for you. That's what I get for you, Jacqueline. All right, that was good. That was good. Oh, let me go back up here. All right, Lily, it's so nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. I love having crossover from Modern Priscilla Tarot's show. Don't forget, guys, Modern Priscilla Tarot on YouTube. She's on YouTube every day at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. That is 6 o'clock London and Ireland time. That is also 10:30 Delhi, India time. Shall I continue around the world? So, yeah. So you guys, she's on every single day. And then Wednesdays, she does another show, 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern on Wednesday nights. She does a Wednesday night show. So, will you get a job in August? This has really been bothering you. I've got good news, though. I have good news, I think. I think I have good news. I'm going to tell you about what's going on right now. Right now, you are having high anxiety about not having a job, right? And that's kind of making you sad. It's making you depressed. It's making you feel like you're just, just kind of there. You don't feel good about things. That's for sure. You're having high anxiety over it all. It's keeping you up at night. That's how you feel right now. I see you're going to get a job that you love. You will get a job that you absolutely love, and you're going to be really, really good at it because the magician is a master of his craft. Very confident in what he's doing. Very creative. So I think you're going to be, and I think you're very creative. I think you'll be creative. I think you are very, I think you're going to take initiative. I think you're going to take the initiative when you get this job. But it's going to be something you love. And then we go right here to the very first card that I never read. And that is hard work, right? You are going to push yourself to do incredible things. You'll be pushing yourself to do incredible things. And you will work. You'll work till you get it right. You'll continue until things are perfect. So that's what I see happening for you. That's what I see now, and this is what I see happening. So it's kind of like a now and then future. All right, Lily? Thank you so much. Again, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you liking and subscribing to me because that's important. That is important. Wow, South Africa. South Africa. Cape Town. What time is it down there? What time is it in South Africa right now? Jacqueline, you're welcome. You are welcome. Oh, Lily, you're welcome for me choosing your reading. Diva Bomber, how are you? How are things going? Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's my last question. It's 1 a.m. in Cape Town, South Africa. Wow. 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to remember that now. So 7 o'clock here. It's 6 hours difference. England and Ireland are 5 hours ahead, and Cape Town, South Africa is 6 hours ahead. Now I know. And Australia is like 15 or 16 hours ahead. I have to ask Fairy Wren again what time it is next time she's here. Oh, you're welcome, Lily. Thank you. After you hear my reading, it really meant something to you. I appreciate that. I really do. And I'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central over on Modern Priscilla Tarot's show again. I'm sure you'll be there because I will. All right, this is going to be my last reading of the night. This is it. This is it. 7 o'clock. I just heard my clock ring. I have a wind-up clock out in my living room that is very, very, very old from my grandfather, who got it from somebody back in his past. So it is very old, but it keeps great time, and it still chimes very nicely. And I can hear it all the way in the studio here. All right. May I know, will I get a job opportunity by M? And I'm hoping M is a person. That's what I'm thinking. M is a person. All right. So, here we go. I think you are feeling like it's time to start over, right? It's time. Okay, so M is a person. Got it. So I think, yeah, it's time to start over. It's time to move on. It's time to move away from things that have happened in the past. And I think you want to move away quick. You want to get out of there. You want to move in a hurry, right? A lot of speed, lots of power. You want to get out. I think M is someone who is giving, very giving of themselves and giving of jobs, you know, giving of things to people. I think there's MPT. One more I can do after this. One more. So I think this person, I think they are going to offer you a job. I think M is going to offer you a job. I think that job, though, is not going to be something that you're really happy about. I think it's going to have, I don't think it's going to start off very well, right? You can see like a bad foundation here with the tower. It's a very bad foundation, which means a very bad beginning. That's definitely what I'm seeing for that, unfortunately. But look forward, right? Look ahead. Change the way you're looking at things, and I believe you will find even something better than the job opportunity that M offers you. All right? So that's what I see for you. Positive for life. Yeah. All right. All right. I got one more reading, and this is my last reading. This is my last reading, I promise. Will marriage be in my near future? All right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to pronounce your name. Marcia Van Schalwick. Van Schalwick. Excuse me. If I got it right, you got to tell me, because then I'm really impressed with myself. You're welcome, Positive for Life. I appreciate you being here, as always. I really do. It's always nice to have everybody here. Our little family of friends, right? All right, so I see that you have planted the seeds at some point that this is what you want. The marriage is what you want. I think you're with someone. Are you with someone now? Very wrong, but good effort. Thank you. Yes, well, I tried. All right. Are you with someone now? You? I don't know. So just let me know that if you would. Are you with someone? Because I think, you are good. Okay, so I think that you have planted these seeds with this person, your significant other, and I think it's finally starting for them to think about it too. I think it's finally coming to their mind, right? It's coming to mind. It's starting to grow in their head, I think, right? You planted seeds, you did all the stuff, the water, the whole kit and caboodle, and now those thoughts are starting to grow in your significant other's head. Right now, Diva Bomber, it's 7 o'clock. 7:07 p.m., by the way. So I think I think the problem is that your partner they're not sure about how they feel about being tied down. I know that's terrible, and that's a horrible thing I have to say. I should have just read this backwards, right? Here's where you planted the seeds in their head. This is where you planted the seeds. Saying to them, I want to get married. I want to get married. And that plants the seeds, right? And then they grow. I think they see themselves that this could be, feeling tied down or feeling stuck. But you know what? On the outside, they're really not. They're really not that way. And they won't continue to feel that way either. You know, once they get it through their head, hey, you know what, this is what marriage really is. They'll stop looking in this mirror and see that things are really good. All right. So, and I think it's got potential. I think you should be very optimistic that this is going to happen for you. That's for sure. Definitely optimism here. Definitely a new adventure coming, and marriage is definitely a new adventure. I don't know if you've been married before. I have. I'm married now. I've been married several other times. Always looking for another ex-Mrs. Night Reader, right? No, that's terrible. So, yeah, so marriage is an adventure, though. So just remember that. Remember, keep the mystery in it. Keep the mystery in the relationship. Keep the mystery in the marriage when you do, because that is important, right? Keep a little mystery, keep a little illusion going on. Always make them think of you. Always give them a reason to think of you. That's what my wife does for me every day. She always gives me a reason to think about her. But remember, you've already planted the seeds and now they're starting to grow. So hold on tight. There's a new ride coming along. It's going to be that new adventure. I think it's coming. For you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you. All right. I hope everybody had a good night. I hope you enjoyed your readings. If you didn't get a reading, come back tomorrow night. I'm here every single night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. That is 11 o'clock Ireland in England. That is midnight in Cape Town, South Africa. That is 3:30 a.m. in Delhi, India. And it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, I believe, in Australia the next day. So look at all that. Look at all that information. Marche. Oh, darn. I said Marche. I was close. That was really close. You got to admit, that was close. All right. Marche, I appreciate you listening to me butcher your name, but I hope you enjoyed your reading. So, all right, everybody have a great night. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow night. Lenormand night. Get your specific questions ready. We are going to do it tomorrow night. I've been working on it all day today, and I'm going to work on it all day tomorrow. And I'm going to have good readings for you guys. You'll enjoy it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night.